Hi everyone, Matt Iulo here with Scalp Micro USA. Glad you've come across this video. Hopefully it's going to be a big help. Today we're going to take a moment to answer 5 common scalp micropigmentation questions that I get asked from clients when I do consultations. These are important questions and I want to make sure you guys have the facts behind them so that you can make an educated decision to see if this treatment is right for you. First, scalp micropigmentation is a hair loss treatment that uses microneedles and pigment to replicate tiny hair follicles throughout the scalp. It can be used to thicken existing hair, it can be used to restore receding or thinning hairlines, and it can be used for people that are entirely bald to create the look of a fuller shaved head effect. So let's get started with the first question that is commonly asked about the scalp micropigmentation treatment. Is scalp micropigmentation detectable? Well, to answer that question, to start, you can look right at me. I myself have had the treatment now for 5 years. It covers the entire top part of my head, including the hairline. I have little to no hair left, but the treatment has been able to give me the look of a close shaved head. And those close to me would never know I had it done. I do this for a living now, so a lot of them do, but commonly when people come in for consultations, it takes them a while to even realize that I've had the work done myself. The goal of this treatment is to make it undetectable, is to match it to your own hair color, to your own head shape, and make sure that when you get back out into society, no one knows a thing. The reason that this has become such a popular hair loss solution is because of its undetectability. Because we are replicating tiny hair follicles much like your own and making sure that that color and density matches throughout any areas that are thinning or bald. As long as you keep the appropriate hair length, this treatment will be undetectable. How long will it take to see the final results? Well, every client's different and comes with different degrees of hair loss and their own personal goals. But on average, you should see the final results within 2 to 4 sessions. Now, these sessions are spaced 7 to 10 days apart. You'll see an immediate result even after your first session. And after the second, it really brings it all together. From there could be some minor adjustments or some minor tweaking to the style. But it's honest to say that you should see a final result within 2 to 3 weeks of starting your treatment. Is this a tattoo? Well, yes and no. Scalp micropigmentation is a form of cosmetic tattooing, but it's much different than what you think of as a traditional tattoo or a tattoo you'd get at your local tattoo shop. There are 3 big differences. One is the equipment we use. We use micropigmentation equipment. It's not the same type of needle, it's not the same type of needle and gun that tattoo artists use. What we use is designed for the scalp. It's a smaller needle to create smaller deposits into the scalp, and we do not go as deep into the scalp because our equipment doesn't allow us to, nor do we want to. The second difference is the technique we use. We do not use the same technique as regular tattoo artists. We are not creating lines or shading on the skin. We are not drawing art on you. We are interested in pointillism, which is creating tiny little dots or follicles into the skin, into the scalp, to create hair. And we can do that throughout the scalp to create the look of fuller hair. Third is the ink that is used. I do not use the same type of ink that tattoo artists use. Tattoo artists use a lot of color. They use blends of colorants. We use a pure form of ink that is diluted to match your hair color. It will not turn blue like traditional tattoos do over time. It will only lighten. It would only start to break down and lighten over time, but not discolor or migrate. And that's because we are not going as deep and we are not using the same type of pigments and inks that tattoo artists use, which is very important. How long will the scalp micropigmentation treatment last? Great question, because when you're looking at a hair loss solution, you want to know the longevity that you will get out of that solution. For most clients, the final treatment will last anywhere from 3 to 6 years of original strength. After that, it will start to gradually and slowly lighten. It will not discolor like we talked about, but it will require you to return every 3 to 6 years for a quick touch-up. The touch-up is able to create a new layer on the skin and bring back some of the original strength that you may have lost during the time with the treatment. Will this damage any existing hair or cause any side effects? No, this will not damage any hair that is remaining on your scalp. We do not go deep enough or cause enough trauma in the scalp to have any effect on your hair. Your hair will continue to grow. And in over 5 years of treating clients, I have never seen a side effect to this treatment. There have been no reported allergies. There have been no reported medical conditions after treatment. It's a non-invasive treatment. We are doing shallow needling into the scalp. You may see a little bit of redness immediately after treatment, but that subsides very quickly. You'll walk right out of here, and many clients return to work within the next day. That's not to say to do your due diligence. Make sure you research. There's risks in anything you do, but from my standpoint, there has never been a side effect or any damage to existing hair. Well, there you have it, some of the most common scalp micropigmentation questions and some of the most important questions to ask during your consultation with whoever that may be. This industry is growing. There's a growing amount of companies and practitioners that are offering scalp micropigmentation. So it is great to know some of the questions that you should be asking them and some of the answers that you should be getting back. As always, if you do have any further questions or want me to assess your particular case, feel free to contact me at info@scalpmicrousa.com. You can also visit our website, www.scalpmicrousa.com. Wish you all the best, and if you do go ahead with the scalp micropigmentation treatment, I know you're going to enjoy it.